Alright, so here's the deal. I love this country. I love it. And I love it so much that I've dedicated the last 8 months, almost a year now, of my life studying it. Because that's what I do when I love something. I study my children. I study fantasy football. I study my wife every day. And I study my nation because I love it. I understand how lucky I am to be here. And I don't think enough Americans understand that. I don't think enough Americans understand our government. I don't think enough Americans understand this country. And that starts at the top. It starts at the top. It's not our fault. But this is the deal, man. We have to change. We as a people have to change. We have to lead from the bottom, because I don't think anybody's leading from the top. Republicans and Democrats they're in a bad marriage, man. They don't communicate well. They lash out at each other when they're angry. They are unable to see their own faults or admit any wrongdoing. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. There are no positive signs. Not sleeping in the same room together anymore, you know. It's one thing to be on the couch or on the floor, but it's another thing to be completely in separate rooms. Got to do better. They have to do better. They need to communicate. Democrats, do you really think that this is not some of your fault? There isn't something that you can come up and be like, hey, yo, Republicans, I know that you really like to spend time doing fantasy football, and I know that it consumes a lot of time, but I know it makes you happy. And so, because it's a priority for you, I need to make it a priority too. You sacrifice a little bit. You work for the other person. Republicans, I need laundry. I struggle at it. Can you help me out? I'll do the dishes. I'll clean the dishes. I'll cook the food. But can you help me out with the laundry, man? Because I'm just not good at it. I don't like it, and I need somebody that's gonna pick up my slack. Can't we do that? Can't we talk to each other? Can't we listen to one another? Why do we blame the other one? I have 5 kids, okay? One is off at college. The other 4 are still at home. My middle son, who's almost 12 now, outside playing with his sister, 11, and other sisters, twin sisters, both 4. And I caught him doing something wrong. He was swinging a bat or whatever. And I said, hey, Oliver, come here. It's like, do you think you should be swinging a bat at your sisters like that? You think that's safe? You know what he said to me? Julia was doing it too. But the Republic, it's literally a childish response. Grow up, America. Grow up, senators. Grow up, congressmen, and do your job. Stop that nonsense. I wouldn't let my children behave that way. Why do you behave that way? You're the leaders. You're the ones in charge. Why do we have so much anger and animosity to each other? Because of you. Because you don't say the truth. Neither one of you will ever say the truth. You're always fighting for your own agendas. You know who suffers? The kids, man. Me. We suffer. Our nation suffers. We are weak now because of you. Sorry for getting a little heated. I'm a passionate guy. I do care very much. I'm sorry if that angered anyone, if anybody watches this. But look, man, we got to do better. We need to go to therapy, man. Republicans and Democrats, you need to get therapy. You need to learn to communicate. You need to take responsibility for your mistakes, your past faults. And we need to move forward. Move forward. Remember that when we work together, we're unfreaking stoppable. We went to the moon. We saved our planet in World War II. You know, I mean, just the destruction of that war, everything that was happening, just the ingenuity, the resources, the way that we pulled together as a country. That's inspiring, man. I mean, you can say the same thing for the Civil War. You know, obviously there was one side that didn't pull together, but the people on that northern side really pulled together. They were not, it wasn't just a clear-cut thing, you know. They really had to pull the country together at the top, too. That's how divided we were. The American Revolution, I mean, George Washington, Hamilton, Madison, what they did is impressive, man. Washington's pragmatic leadership, Hamilton's ambition, Madison's genius, the Constitution, the Republic, just, it's so freaking beautiful. Like, I love it. I just love it. It's the best system of government in the world, and it's one flaw. It's one flaw is when they don't work. When you stop using the system, you stop working, you stop doing your job. You have this amazing system of government, these checks and balances, these responsibilities that you're supposed to have, that you have relinquished, the legislation that you're supposed to do, the leadership that you're supposed to provide to the country. You failed. You have failed. You can blame Trump, you can blame Biden, I don't care. You can blame all of them. It is every last one of them's fault. They need to do better. Got heated again, man. Sorry. I don't know, man. Got to do better. And so I'll say this, Joe, if you're listening, if somebody around Joe's listening, it's got to start with you. That's how the system works. You're president. You're the guy at the top. I'm telling you what the problem is. I'm telling you that they need a therapist, Republicans and Democrats. So, Joe, here's my thing. I hate when politics gets personal, right? And negative. It bothers me because I would not treat another human being like that. I may have in the past. I've made mistakes. I've grown up. I'm an adult. When I see fellow adults, fellow people that I know, that I care about, sinking to that level, talking like that, and, you know, nobody personally that I know, but just on Facebook and on Twitter, I know that you're a human too. Like, just that you think that way, that you behave that way. It bothers me. They do it with Trump. They do it with Biden. They do it with everybody. And it's messed up. And here's my thing about Joe Biden. And we don't mesh politically, sir. But I respect you as a man. I respect you because what happened to you and losing your wife the way that you did, I couldn't imagine to be that spot. That would crush me. And to see that you stepped up and you raised your boys and you did well, I don't care what amount of money you have, I don't care what amount of privilege you have, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm a man and you're a man. And you stepped up and you did your job. So, you were the man that they needed in that moment. And I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be a father. You have to be the person they need you to be. Not the person that you are. You need to be the person they need you to be to make them better. That's your job. That's your responsibility. And right now, your country needs you. Your country needs you to step up and be the man that you are supposed to be right now. Put all your political everything behind you. Throw it away, all your ideology, everything, and start to work on this problem. Sit your senators down, sit your congressmen down, and have some talks. Get this done. Bring the country together. I challenge you, Joe Biden. Step up. Sorry, Joe. I got all heated again. Oh, sorry. I'm a super nice guy. I just really get, Just imagine when I'm talking to my kids, they're like, what is Dad talking about? He's railing against the, he's talking about the Constitution again. All right, sorry guys, that got a little, anyways. Seriously, Joe, I'm not far away. Come talk to me. Come visit, see my life, see what I've built, see what I love about this country, about this place that I live in. And I got ideas. I think I know this country better than anybody else right now. I've studied her. And I can help. I know it sounds crazy. I'm just a regular guy, but so were they. And what did they do? They studied their history, and then they wrote a new one. I'm ready to go. Anyways, peace. Let's get to therapy soon, and let's get this fixed.